Good morning, and welcome to episode 166 of Getting Rich. I'm your host, Rich Checkan, president of Asset Strategies International, and today is Wednesday, March 20th, 2024. Well, this is it, folks. Today is FOMC Day, or Federal Open Market Committee Decision Day. It's the second day of the two-day March meeting for the Federal Open Market Committee, where everybody is anxiously hanging on the decision of the Fed to either cut interest rates, raise interest rates, or leave interest rates alone. And prior to today's decision and comments from Fed Chairman Jerome Powell, the markets have been moving a little bit. Yesterday we saw a new all-time high in the S&P 500. In addition, we saw U.S. dollar ticked up slightly. In emerging markets, we saw both currencies and equities pull back. Bitcoin is holding steady after dropping $10,000 from its March 13th high of $73,000 for Bitcoin. And the precious metals are kind of holding steady, waiting to see what Fed Chairman Powell and the Fed will do today. And more importantly, to see what their comments are and their biases are going forward for potential rate cuts. Let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers prior to today's FOMC meeting. Gold is at $2,154.20. That's up 1.1% from last week's mark of $2,131.20. Silver's the big winner this week, up 4.5% to $24.89. It actually had gotten above $25 over the past few days, and that's up from last week's mark of $23.82. Platinum is up $6 to $902 from $896. That's a 0.7% increase. And palladium is up 2.1% at $1,003 even. It was $902 last week. With silver outpacing gold, you know that it's going to take less ounces of silver to buy that ounce of gold. So the gold-silver ratio is down this week to 86.85. It was 89.81 last week. And as I mentioned, prior to the FOMC, we're seeing a little uptick in the dollar. It's trading just above 104 at 104.13. Last week it was at 103.64. Now everybody is going to sit back, listen to the Fed's comments. They're going to dissect every word coming out of Chairman Jerome Powell's mouth. I'm already hearing it. He hasn't even said anything, and we're dissecting his comments. Everybody's wondering if we're going to see maybe a mention of 50 basis point rate cuts this year versus the widely anticipated 75, what that might do to markets. They're also wondering if, oh my gosh, what if we get a couple months of inflation ticking up and now we're going to go ahead to a neutral stance as opposed to a rate cutting stance, and what impact is that going to have on the markets? And just people thinking about what might happen in the future is having an impact on markets, either buying or selling. Please, everybody just calm down. We know where this goes. Fed Chairman Powell has only limited tools available. He cannot fix bad fiscal policy by Congress with rate cuts or rate increases or neutral policy stances. We're continuing to spend more money than we take in. Nobody in Congress has an appetite to cut the budget and to do what is necessary to be fiscally responsible. As a result, the money supply will increase over time. That will trigger price inflation, and you're going to want to have gold and silver. So my suggestion is just calm down, take a deep breath, enjoy life, smell the roses, buy your gold, buy your silver. This is the start of the next leg up, not the end of the previous leg. Buy your gold and silver, take a deep breath, relax, and be happy. So as always, we like you to go ahead and follow us on our YouTube channel, sign up, like us, send us your comments and questions, follow us on our social media, receive our twice weekly Always Something Interesting alerts and our once monthly information line newsletter. If you haven't signed up yet, you need to. For next Wednesday's On the Move webinar. Yes, we're doing 6 a year now, not just 4. And next week, Wednesday, from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have none other than Lobo Tigre. We'll be discussing everything precious metals to include mining stocks. My co-host, Adrian Day, and I are looking forward to welcoming Lobo and you next Wednesday. But in the meantime, don't ever forget, no matter what Jerome Powell says, getting rich starts with keeping what's yours.